Other girls, are you doing? Let's do another pick a card. And today is going to be who is checking you out. That could be on social media, but that could also be the traditional way when people used to look at other people like that. That's just what we used to do for centuries. Okay, let's see. Let's do 2 piles and then take it light, okay? It's just how I always say, just stay cool and it's Sunday, you know, just stay cool. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's a little bit of fun. Okay, what do we have? 3 of Wands, the Hermit, and the 3 of Wands. Oh my God, did I say 3 of Wands? It was 3 of Cups and 3 of Wands. Okay, let's get that straight, Axelle. Oh, mamma mia. Okay, so, right, so it's someone you probably met within a party, celebration, maybe an engagement party. Maybe it could be a network event, a professional event. It could be a gathering. It could be like-minded, you know, gathering. And you may be connected just like that. He was supposed to be kind of a light and all is well, but somehow further down the line that could bring you to the engagement party here. That could be yours. Okay, so this person normally is very secretive. Not secretive because they have something to hide, it's because they feel the need to look after themselves, to have that me time, to lick their wounds. They decided to cut themselves off from society, from people in general. So normally they don't really engage with anyone. They're very, first of all, you know, by themselves. So it will be difficult to engage with anyone. But also, when they go to an event, it has to be very specific for them to get out of that. Maybe they want to hide in a sense, like they need a moment to pause, to recuperate. Or maybe because they started to do very well and maybe online and people kind of want the attention from them. So they kind of protect themselves. Maybe they're very visible in normal days because of, you know, maybe a YouTube channel or something like that. But they prefer when they have, you know, a bit of time off, they prefer to be alone and not communicating with anybody. So normally that person will come out of their space or their safe place very rarely, and because it means something and it's important, otherwise he wouldn't get out. So what I will say that if they, when they saw you, they actually notice you straight away. And it could be vice versa as well. So that person saw you and knew, this is it, this is an important person for me. I can see it. Maybe there is a third party involved. There's 3 ones, obviously. Maybe it could be like, yes, geographically, you different places, maybe around the world. Maybe as well, there's an age gap, and that maybe may make you feel a little bit funny. It could be a different background, different religion. Maybe everything was against you guys, but somehow he works for you, okay? So this is a person who's checking you out. Let's have more information. What do we have? We have 2 cards. Okay, so we have this 5 of Pentacles. So they maybe make you feel left in the cold, or they feel left in the cold, but you have both this knowing that something is going to happen that is in the making. It's going to be the perfect timing as well. They know that, but they can see that, they can feel it. There's a turning point when you're going to have to make action, maybe a traveling towards you or something. But at the same time, there is an idea, and maybe it's a will to be left in the cold. They don't want to see people. They very rarely open the door. Another card, well, yes, Ace of Swords. So I will say that explain that before that they had the 10 of Swords. And that explains why they had a need to be by themselves for a while, to recuperate, to regroup. So when you go through a 10 of Swords, it's an enormous amount of pain, betrayal, you name it. Maybe they finished a story that was absolutely disgusting. But now they know what they want and what they don't want very clearly, and they want you. But you know what I'm saying? They have to engage into that energy. Maybe they're still on the 10 of Swords energy, finishing it. And of course, I take a lot of your energy. Excuse me, George is definitely here. It takes a lot of energy, but at the same time, they're preparing themselves for the next level. So don't expect them to rush out of the cave and run after you. It's going to be step by step. It's going to take a while, but they believe that we both have the knowing, and inevitably when we're going to meet together again, it will be spectacular. you have that. So who is checking you out is someone that is still recovering from something, from a story, and they may as well been in the public eye for a long time, but they very much choose a moment and the person very carefully. So they will be, you know, moving towards you, so you don't have to be concerned about that. But this is more or less the profile of that person. So pile number 2, who is checking you out? We have the Hierophant, Page of Pentacles, and the 9 of Swords. So yes, I could say that maybe between you two it didn't really work well. That's the least you could say. Maybe it went actually quite badly, and maybe you end up, you know, completely giving up on this connection or on the story. Excuse me. George is definitely here. I do apologize for my voice. Really, George. Anyhow, moving on. So yes, maybe you went through hell and back with that person, and maybe they didn't want to hear from you ever again. Okay, but they're still marinating the energy of loss and pain and agonizing pain. Okay, so maybe they had to go to court. Maybe the person checking you out is someone of authority. Maybe that's someone like a lawyer, barrister. That could be someone with a specific knowledge, like a doctor. It could be a judge. It could be all kind of a, you know, authority figure. But also there is an idea of you two being meant to be together eventually, but you have to do some work beforehand. So you both here equally, but you need to learn. You need to maybe heal your wounds. You have to maybe to develop your intuition. Maybe you have to do self-development. I mean, the list is endless, okay? But what you both know is like eventually we get together, eventually, because we needed to end something that was quite dramatic, maybe between us, and restart a new beginning and start with a lot of clarity, or let go of a story that went very wrong with someone else and digest it for good, not marinating in that zone. So maybe here's the learning tools to understand what happened in the past. And then we have a restart. So that's what I mean. I feel like you knew each other. The timing was not correct. You had things to learn in the meantime. And now you can start again. Should we start again, please? But this time we're going to do step by step. This time I'm going to ask you out. And this time we're going to really pay attention to that golden coin. It's like a seed that you're planting and you nurture. And you make sure that everything's going to be done to protect that seed. Because it's longevity here. We're not coming together or coming back together to be cute. We do that because we need that, okay? King of Swords, yes, that could have been that kind of behavior that really, really hurt enormously, okay? So that can be you or them, doesn't matter, or both of you. You love each other, you have butterfly in the belly, but at the same time, there is a sword, cutting each other, being really abrupt with each other, really pushing you away and really kind of like go away from my life. Because maybe that person was so in pain that they don't want to be seen like that. If it's about you, they didn't want you to see that. They were really agonizing. But also you being maybe the receiving hand, and you were treated really harshly, and you thought, well, I have nothing to say to that person. This person is outrageous, absolutely. So let's have more. Yeah, that person was running away from the, you know, reality, their responsibilities, their feelings. There's a lot of sword here, a lot of sword. And that is all about the mind, okay? That is not helping. So yes, that could have been someone as well linked with codependency. That could have been someone who had problem with, you know, alcohol or, you know, drugs or whatever. Also someone who could be codependent. And maybe they finish a story with a person like that, and they were emotionally completely stuck. And maybe, yes, I mean, it may have started between you two as a bit of va-va-voom, a little bit of fun, but then, you know, very quickly we can sense there's something else. There is love. And that's why maybe we want a restart, okay? So who's checking you out is someone that you either had a bit of va-va-voom with and then you never heard of them again. Is someone who could be with whom you had a connection and then it went sour and you don't even know why. Was that person really pushed you away, like the King of Swords very much, and you didn't understand why he was doing this or she was doing this, or then you said, you know what, I don't have that, I don't want that. But also it could be someone with a specific knowledge that you had to work with. Maybe it's a teacher, maybe it could be, you know, a lawyer or something like that, doctor, any authority in some ways, and then you met, and then you could sense there was something, but it was a false start or something like that. So on this note, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.